Hey guys, it's JC4, and we're back here with Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. That's actually going to take some getting used to saying. Anyway, over here we are going to head off to the Mystery Facility. You gotta say it like that, I guess. And if you notice, it looks exactly... Oh. That was an accident. It looks exactly like the one inside of Coliseum. That's because it is. And, oh, you can move with the C-stick. Oh, that's interesting. And they have the car with the crane and the kidnapping. And then we have the entire rainbow right here, except Brown's not a part of the rainbow. So be it. These are the Hexagon Brothers, or as I just call them, the Power Rangers. What bothers me about calling them the Power Rangers is the idea that apparently everybody else under the sun has already thought of it, which means I'm not original in my joke. Thanks a lot, assholes. 5? That's it? 5? We're missing something. That's impossible. Let's try it this time. And they're not very bright, but you know what? That is actually a thing. I guess, like, I can say the huge main antagonists of this game, I'd say, are actually quite memorable, but some of them memorable for the wrong reasons. These guys are memorable mostly because they're vibrant and colorful, and the way they're themed out, and they're early in the game. And I'm a brat. But yeah, no, like, I like these guys. They're fine. They don't bother me at all, really. And, well, here's the surprise. Each and every one of these assholes has a shadow Pokemon. Now, because I'll be honest, I didn't think... Yes, this is what they took it. I didn't think this all the way through when it came to my team. I was just like, oh, I know which one I want for the... Like, once I get it, I'm set. But as far as until I get to that point, I'm not really sure who I'm going to be siding with. I guess out of all of these turds, the shiniest one is Teddiursa. So I guess we'll hang on to Teddiursa until I get something that I find better, and then I'll switch out with that, etc., etc. So... aside from that, I'm going to be dumping everyone else, but still the focus is going to be mostly on Mayday. So let's go talk to turd number 1. Turd number 1. And it goes, alright, then I'll play with you. Yeah, play with me, please. Can we play bingo? I've actually only won at bingo one time in my life, and that was when I had to share a board with my brother. Any other time I'd always lose at bingo. I did, however, win about $1,000, which is pretty cool. So they go by the whole basic elementary rules of this color is associated with this element, so red being fire, blue being water, yellow being electricity, etc. Which is actually funny because in this game electric attacks are blue, dark attacks are purple, but purple represents poison. So here's Houndour. Inside of Coliseum we had a Houndoom. You know, just bite the Houndour. We had a Coliseum inside of... We had a Coliseum inside of Houndoom. We had a Houndoom inside of Coliseum. Houndoom, I'm okay with. Like, he doesn't stand out much to me, but, like, he's alright. I just think of him, like, the same way I would, you know, Growlithe or Vulpix. It's like, yeah, he's a fire type, he's there if you want him, but I've never really made much of an effort to use him at all. Dude, that actually did a good amount of damage. I should probably use that on the Houndour. Actually, that is a thing I kind of want to make a complaint about. Like, when you think about Gen 2 as a whole, really, they had very, very little fire types in it. Like, if we're not counting legendaries, and we're talking Gen 2 exclusively, it had only Houndour, Slugma, and Magby. Oh, and Cyndaquil. Can't forget Cyndaquil. So, I mean, that kind of sucks when you think about it in retrospect, but, like, they balanced it by letting you, you know, be able to get a Vulpix or something like that. Damn, he's actually pretty resilient. See, that's what I mean, is, like, they level up pretty fast, so, like, he's actually equal levels with me. We'll tackle, and then we'll lick you, because why anything else? And yeah, the second I get this bastard, I'm gonna go ahead and put him up in front. Well, you know what? I didn't care too much for the Teddiursa anyway. And yeah, we'll deposit the Teddiursa too. We'll let Poochyena, because why not? Poochyena's... I don't know if I've expressed my thoughts on Poochyena. Like, It doesn't bother me, it's just I don't feel like it would ever serve much use, because, like, I, again, play by a certain way, and actually, in reality, using Mayday is actually kind of going against my playstyle, so I don't usually use dark types. I don't find them all that useful. I mean, yeah, dude, they have their uses. They're immune to Psychic. They can kill the hell out of Psychic and Ghost. So, I mean, they're useful. But, I mean, it's just not the way I play. Like, if I want a Ghost type killed, chances are, if it's, you know, Kanto, it's... Chances are, if it's a Ghost type, it's usually a dual type. Like, you know, the Kanto ones, and then Misdreavus was a pushover. Please stop that. Duskull and Dusclops are actually pretty resilient, but it's nothing like a Fire Blast can't just take care of. What other ghosts are there? Shuppet and Bayonet are pretty pushovers too, so I mean, Ghost isn't really a threat, and then Psychic types you could just kill with like any physical attack, period. You could quick attack a Kadabra and it'll be dead. So that's not really much, it kind of kills the use for a dark type, I guess. Which is, you know, one of the things, and I'm only saying this because it's like, you can only have 6 to a team, so it's like, you can't have every single type advantage you want to. But I mean, if you can have that, it is nice, you know, so if you have Gyarados that knows Bite, there you go, you technically have that type advantage. So that would be a thing I'd do, it's just like, a dark type isn't really a thing that I'd kind of kill myself over, really. And now, because we caught ourselves a dead Houndour, almost, I have to go find a place to heal. Oh no, I'm running away and tripping because my shoes are untied. I actually didn't even recognize it. We only have 3 shadows. Now it's 4. So I felt like we had more, and I thought about it, I'm like, damn, I guess we only do have 3. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up real quick. And yeah, like, excuse me, they decided to be nice and put a healing spot right here. In Coliseum, that wasn't here. You only had a PC next door, which was... Oh my god, the burps. Which was, you know, just drop one in, pick it back out. That was your only means of healing. I remember talking about that, actually. And then here you go. They sound off again to try and figure it out. 7, 8! Alright, see, now, I'm pretty sure I laughed at this the first time I played. I thought it was kind of funny. Hey, look, it's that kid again! And another thing that is actually kind of cool about it is I'm pretty sure you can fight these guys endless times, so if I wanted to refight him... Yeah, so, you know, he'll give me another shot. So this way, if I killed his shadow, I actually get another chance, which is kind of nice. I'm glad they decided to do that. It's a shame the rest of the game didn't follow that rule. I mean... Yeah, no, what if they did that? What if they just had the guys that fall from the ceiling with shadows just stand to the side like they would inside of, like, you know, a standard Pokemon game? That'd be nice. Why didn't they think of that? I just realized I'm fighting a water type with a Houndour. I are totally smart. Well, it doesn't matter because any shadow attack will kill it, which we'll just double team the horse because why the hell not? Actually, a funny thing is, I'm not much of a fan of the trading cards, mostly just because I'm stupid and I don't really know how to play it, I'll be honest. I remember after getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd try and play it like that. I'd be like, yep, you have life points, and this does this much damage, and if it's like, it does 20 damage and your Pokemon only has 10 left, then it would do 10 damage to you. That was how we would play it, because I didn't know how to actually play it. But I remember the Horsey card was one of the ones I had, and it bothered me because it looked like the little prongs at the side of its head. One of it was below its mouth, which made its mouth look like its nose, and I thought the idea that that thing was its nose was really gross. I mean, later I realized I was wrong. But, yeah, no, that kind of bothered me, actually. So Spheal is our shadow here, and if you want my input, Spheal's super defensive, which makes him great in that sense, but that's it. One thing I literally cannot fathom is why so many Pokemon types don't learn a move of their type leveling up. Like, I'm pretty sure Spheal doesn't learn a single water type move leveling up. Oh my god, okay, good. Which makes it really dumb, because it's like, if it's a water Pokemon, I want it to use a water type move. So if you want it to have anything, you're gonna have to find a decent TM for it. And, like, it can be a challenge to fight, because, you know, he survived 2 of Umbreon's bites, which is saying something. but I just don't find him that useful. Like, when you're fighting one, that's when you notice it's a threat, but when you try and raise one, it's like, oh, well, what the hell? I thought I was actually getting something good here. And chances are you're probably not. Another example of this would be Flareon only learns Ember leveling up, which I don't understand to hell and back. So anytime I wanted it to have something decent, I'd teach it like Overheat or Fire Blast or something. I prefer Fire Blast because I don't like the strategy of Overheat. It's dumb to me. Like, maybe if you want to kill something that's not very effective against it, I don't know, it's dumb. Why do you want your special attack to go down? Just asking. And yeah, I know there's strategies, like you could use a white herb for it, and it's like, competitively that's nice, but in game that's dumb. I don't know, just my thing. And I also notice how they actually tried with these guys as far as names. They're like, oh, this is Brow 6. Like eyebrow. As for Coliseum was a bit more subtle. Didn't I call the intro guys at Coliseum Power Rangers 2? I think I might have. Okay, this is Baltoy. Another one. I actually like him. He's psychic and ground, which is kind of nice. I actually feel like he's pretty useful. He learns some interesting stuff leveling up. I want to say Mudshot's one of the... I mean, to me it's an okay attack. It's like 50-something power, which is, I mean, in retrospect, pretty weak. But I mean, it does serve surprisingly good use. He'll learn stuff like Psybeam. He has Levitate for an ability, so he's actually pretty good. Like, I'll say that much. I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't want to bite it because it'll actually kill the shit, and that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid. So that's what I mean. It's like you need to attack lightly in this game. I mean, when I kill the rest of his Pokemon, I'll just Shadow Blitz him, and that might, you know, speed him. Why do they have a Hoot Hoot? Hoot Hoot's not even a ground Pokemon. Whatever. I don't know, but I think Baltoy's actually kind of useful. He evolves into Claydol. So yeah, I know a little bit about, I know decent enough about Gen 3. I've been a part of Gen 3 for 2006, so yeah, at least, no, it was 2005. 2005 or 2004. I think it might have been closer to 2005. Because I was in a different house than when I first moved to Colorado. I was in Doug Valley, which was the second house. So that's probably closer to 2005. This dude's resilient as shit right now. But that's because I'm only attacking lightly, because, you know, I want to be careful not to kill the hell out of him, because if I bite him... I mean, he probably could have survived a bite had I done it in the beginning. But, yeah, that's the thing. As far as catching a Pokemon and it taking forever, because I know it's going to happen later, it's not going to be super easy the entire time. This part of the game, it'll probably be pretty easy. I shouldn't have much issues. I might take the Coliseum route and just speed it up, because I think that's honestly a little bit more entertaining. That's either that or I can just cut it out completely until when I do have it, but chances are I'm probably going to still be commentating, so I don't know if I want to do that. I don't really know. Like, the thing about speeding it up that bothers me is that, like, there's no good way to speed up the audio and the video, so two different tracks. Like, I'd have to save it and then do it like that, which is kind of dumb, but, you know. One thing I can't, like, again, this is an outdated version of Camtasia. I'm using outdated Audacity. This stuff's, like, from 2010, so I should technically get it upgraded. But it actually annoys me that it's like, oh, I'm sorry, do you want to see what your thing looks like sped up? Well, you can't do that until the movie is saved, which makes syncing things like that up a pain in the ass. Like, I don't know who thought that was a funny idea, but fuck them. And it's weird because some other versions of Camtasia actually show you the thing speeded up. They don't require you to save the thing and produce it in order to view it, so I don't get that. And then, because, you know, generic, Movie Maker can only speed up one track at a time, so I'd have to do something about that.